Alexandra Adebayo had a way of appearing at the right place at the wrong time. Born and raised in New York by wealthy Nigerian parents, she had grown up surrounded by quiet power, the kind that whispered in the background and demanded obedience without ever raising a voice. She walked through the city as if it had already made space for her, as if the lights themselves bent to her will. She met Noel on a night when the city felt suspended. The subway was running late. The platform was nearly empty. Noel, a student in photography, was crouched by the rail, fumbling with his camera, trying to capture the empty station. "You shouldn't be here," he said when he noticed her. "I never get lost," Alex replied, stepping closer. "And neither do you, not really." Noel laughed nervously, but there was something in the way she smiled, calm and knowing, that made his laughter die halfway. That night, she walked him home under the flickering fluorescent lights of the train station, talking about everything and nothing, her voice a quiet melody that seemed to slow time itself. They began dating, not loudly, not publicly. Noel noticed things immediately. She never took photographs, she never left evidence of herself in a place, and she burned notebooks periodically, muttering about unreliable memories. One night, lying in her penthouse apartment, Noel glanced at her quietly. "You look like you've done this before," he said. "I notice patterns," Alex replied. "It's nothing personal." 3 weeks later, Detective Moon arrived at a scene that immediately told her something was wrong. The body of Noel hung from a young oak in rural Pennsylvania. The rope knot was complex and deliberate, something someone had practiced, studied, and executed with care. The tree had only recently grown, though locals swore it had never been there before. There were no footprints except the responding officers and the farmer who had found the body. No vehicle in sight. Detective Moon crouched, inspecting the rope. "This wasn't suicide," she said softly to her assistant, Hale. "Someone brought him here." Hale shook his head. "Or he drove himself. Maybe he planned it." Moon looked back at the tree, her eyes narrowing. "Suicide doesn't travel. People don't hang themselves in a state they've never been to. This is someone else's work." Alex sat in the questioning room hours later, calm and composed, black blouse, hands folded. "You were dating Noel," Detective Moon said. "Yes," Alex replied, her voice even. "When did you last see him?" "Sunday night." Moon studied her. She didn't fidget, she didn't look away. "And you didn't call the police?" "He's an adult," Alex said lightly. "Adults make choices." Moon leaned forward. "You don't seem surprised he's dead." Alex's lips curved faintly. "Shock is temporary. Observation lasts longer." The room fell silent. Hale watched from the corner. "She's just calm," he muttered. "Composed people aren't criminals." Moon ignored him. "This knot?" She slid the photograph of the rope across the table. "Do you recognize it?" Alex glanced at it once. "A knot, a pattern." Moon exhaled sharply. Noel was found in another state. There are no witnesses, no vehicle, no footprints. Alex's voice was soft, but deliberate. "I don't control where people go." Moon's fingers drummed on the table. "And yet you didn't report him missing immediately. Why?" "Because waiting changes outcomes," Alex said. Moon stared. Alex didn't blink. Her face was serene, unreadable in a way that made the room colder. Alex was released within hours. She returned to her apartment, and weeks later she enrolled in a knot tying and sailing workshop along the Hudson, a hobby she said helped her stay focused. Detective Moon, still obsessed with the oddities at the scene, began tracking Alex indirectly. She didn't yet see a pattern, but something about Alex's composure gnawed at her, a sense that Alex understood things no one else could see. Hale shrugged when Moon mentioned it. She's rich, she's eccentric, that's it. Moon wrote in her notebook anyway, circling the date and the details. Something about Alex made her uneasy. Something about Noel's death made her suspicious that this was only the beginning.